Hello and welcome to World Talks on TVP World. My name is Anna Kalczyńska. Freedom, democracy, rule of law. With all these European values confirmed in the last elections, Moldova is now expected to speed up its accession process. President Maia Sandu was honored and congratulated during the latest European Political Community Summit in Copenhagen, and understandably so, with European leaders reaffirming their strong and united support for Moldova's European future. But exactly how realistic is this European future? To discuss Moldova's accession process, as well as to take a wider view of EU accession paths, I'm joined now by Grigore Guzun, expert in international relations, watchdog community. Good evening, sir, and thank you for joining us.
Good evening, thank you for your invitation.
So let us first pay tribute to the pro-EU government victory in the latest electoral process. So let's have a listen of Natalia Gavrilita, former Moldovan Prime Minister.
I think we all need some good news, and Moldova delivered it. The Moldovans clearly said yes to the pro-European path and to European values, freedom, democracy, rule of law. And this clear result is in spite of Russia deploying its full arsenal of hybrid war techniques. So we saw massive disinformation, we saw voter bribing, we saw attempts and preparations for destabilization, we saw massive cyber attacks. And in spite of all of this, there is a clear result.
So President Maia Sandu says that Moldova's membership to the EU in 2030 is a realistic date. Where in this process is Moldova today?
Okay, if you know, recently we finalized the screening process with EU, so we are doing fast steps and good actually steps towards becoming EU membership. Actually, our target is to be ready by 2028 and to have these 2 years by 2030, like becoming the full member of EU. The most important for us in this process was the elections on 28th of September, and the people clearly showed that our future must be in European Union. And actually people voted, the majority of people voted for the governmental party PAS, which clearly showcased and did good action towards EU membership. So that was the main challenge, and we here in Moldova were afraid that due to Russian interference in our elections, we might have some problems. But look at us now. People of Moldova showed real intention of going to EU. So now the main job is for the government party and the EU officials.
All right, but still there's a long way to go, right? The date has been set, 2030. However, we all know that this accession process can be long. Poland had the path to EU. It took us almost 10 years, depending how you count it, 10 or 6. But Moldova's rapid EU accession would be seen as success for the bloc. We know that. And formally, it has opened accession negotiations in December 2023. Only late June next year, 2024, the first intergovernmental conference between the EU and Moldova was held, which formally launched the accession negotiations. Why does it have to take so long?
You know, actually, let's be honest, due to the geopolitical changes in the region, and due to the fact that EU officials see enlargement, especially Antonio Costa, the president of European Council, see the enlargement as a way to go for European Union. Somehow we are accepted, and we are actually supported by all EU members, and we have all the technical support from them in let's say, make this process faster than usual. From the technical point of view, Moldova is a relatively small country, so all the steps which we should go will take less than like a bigger country. This is the first point of view. The second point of view, let's not forget that our official language is Romanian, as Romania is as well a member of EU since 2007. So mainly all this technical part, which takes actually a lot of time, can be done faster than in a usual process. And as well as I was saying, I don't really believe that it will be a fast track for Moldova, but the main important that we have all the support from EU countries, and our government is very keen in delivering actually these reforms and all the things to make it happen. And now the main important what is to be done is on the end of the month in October we have the summit of European Council where we should be approved or not to launch actually the official negotiation.
Exactly. So, as I understand, the screening is underway. Moldova is about to prepare entry negotiation positions in respective clusters. Happy to hear that you're being so optimistic. But on what negotiation fields is Moldova lagging behind? What is going to be the biggest problem?
As if we check in the history of all other countries, the justice field was more or less the hardest process. That's why it will be. It's like the almost, if I'm not wrong, it's the last chapter of negotiation. So we start with education, with easiest chapters. So yes, this is the main challenge because we, as well as a former Soviet Union, we still have some corruption, let's say, in our country. But now the justice is doing good progress towards cleaning, let's say, itself from within, and we are here very optimistic that and this will be done. As I said, the most important is that people see it as their future, and the government is very keen in delivering. So if the government is keen, and the people are supporting actually what the government wants to do, this is the most important. We don't want really to focus on challenges rather than on delivering concrete reforms. So it's the day when Moldova will become the full member of EU, it will come closer.
On the scale of politics and economy and rule of law, what seems to be of greater importance in your mind? Do you think that the European community is more prone to turn a blind eye on certain areas just to be able to speed up the enlargement process?
As I was saying, we don't want to focus on challenging and we don't want to focus on fast track because, first of all, people of Moldova, the citizens of Moldova, sure want to see as soon as possible an economic impact in their lives. So in the last 3 years, we almost doubled the average wage in Moldova, which means that people really felt it. I'm not sure, and I don't think that EU will have a blind eye on any of these fields because, in order to become a EU member, you should be fully prepared, even though there is these prospects in EU now to fast a bit the process. It was done some changes actually in the EU structure, how to make the process faster. There is no discussion, I think, about having a blind eye on something. Rather than delivering and showcasing actually to the EU official, to the Brussels, that Moldova is ready to be a full membership. Moldova is ready to, if you want to deliver, what's the best in our hands to show our intention.
Anyway, thank you so much, and fingers crossed and all the best on your efforts and on the long road to the EU. I think that Moldova's example can be absolutely a sign of hope also for Ukraine, a candidate country since 2022, just as Moldova. Thank you so much, Sir Grigore Guzun, expert in international relations, watchdog community, has joined us from Chisinau. Thank you so much.
Good evening.
And thank you for watching World Talks here on TVP World. Please stay tuned for more and see you soon.